Failed former President Donald Trump spoke to the National Association of Christian Communicators the other day. This is the worst we have seen him, slurring, ending the speech quickly and getting off the stage rather than doing the normal wind down, and even showing up late for unexplained reasons and starting off very slurry. This speech has now led to psychiatrist John Gartner saying Trump seems to be suffering from gross dementia. We'll get to that a little bit later. Here is the start, and I have to say, this is as disoriented and slurry as we have seen Trump.
There was no way I was going to miss this. The plane was coming in. That plane was coming in. I said, "Are we okay?" to the pilot. He said, "I think so." I didn't like that answer. "I think we're okay, sir. I think we should be okay." I'm saying, "Should we turn back?" He said, "I wouldn't mind if we did." I said, "I don't have the courage to turn back from these people. Just land this sucker, would you please?"
So Trump very slurry and a number of cognitive gaffes. Trump saying that thanks to him, Israel has become the capital of Israel. Weird thing to say, isn't it?
Nothing happened. But I did it, and Israel therefore became the capital. And it was a big thing. And on Monday, I called back the biggest leaders in the whole world.
And of course, what Trump means is he moved the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. He doesn't even remember what he did, instead saying, thanks to him, Israel became the capital of Israel. Trump with that glitch that often happens on the word evangelical, and we're not going to play all of these, but there were a bunch of these during this speech.
Love of Christ, the stories of the Holy Bible, and the voices of famed evangelical people and evangelists like the late, great Pat Robertson, who was.
And that's that glitch. We've seen it before. Trump's shoulder goes up and he seems to sort of be unable to get the word out that he's trying to get out. We still don't really know what that is. Trump ranting unintelligibly in numerous parts of this speech, talking here about God content and context and just kind of going in circles. It's not syntactically coherent.
It's sick. I will protect the content that is pro-God. We're going to protect pro-God context and content. To that end, at the request of the NRB, I will do my part to protect AM radio in our cars. You know, we like to listen to AM radio.
Yeah. Not really making any sense. At one point, the speech ground to a halt, and it is silence. You could hear a pin drop in this audience.
Getting killed, they end up getting shot, mugged. Terrible things happen, and can't be that way. Can you imagine foreign leaders coming in from other lands? They hear all about Washington, the United States, and they're driving in dirty roads.
There is a room full of people. I know it's hard to tell from the dead silence.
Potholes all over the place, medians that are falling down into the road, and crime and graffiti all over those beautiful marble columns, swastikas.
Swats, it's like a pot sticker, a swastika. Don't know what it's stuffed with.
Can you imagine what they must think about our country? And I worked hard on that. You know, anytime I drive, when I saw like one or two tents starting to form, I said, go out there immediately and take down those tents.
So anyway, the crowd, it's almost like there's no crowd, but there is a crowd. Trump at one point making the really interesting declaration that you've got men, you've got women, and you've got religion. Those are your three categories.
They have to have a political voice. You know, if you think about it, you have men, you have women, and you have religion. If you look at it, you have more than the men, you have more than the women.
Right. You know, I have to admit, that's not something I've ever really considered. Maybe the most rambly moment in the speech was this word salad, and I challenge you to parse the syntax on this one.
We will never allow the big media or left-wing pressure groups to silence you, censor you, discriminate against you, or in any way tell you what you have to say. They want you to say what they want to have you say, and we're not going to let that happen. You're going to say as you want, and you're going to believe, and you're going to believe in God. You're going to believe in God because God is here and God is watching.
Right. As you can tell, a deeply spiritual Donald Trump, really, really struggling to read this nonsense off of the teleprompter. And then lastly, and this was the biggest sign that something was up, Trump showing up late and slurring, 5, 6, 7 disoriented and confused bits of speech, and then abruptly wrapping the speech and getting off the stage, cutting it very short. And every indication Trump was just not, something was up and he was trying to get out of here early.
Revival. So again, I want to thank you, and I want to thank the national religious broadcasters. I cannot state strongly enough what an incredible job you do. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And there it is, and then Trump just leaving. So the warning signs continue to grow. I mean, this is not, I'll be the first to tell you, Biden sometimes says things that don't make a whole lot of sense, but this is just as bad as any of it and extended. And while reading the speech, Trump seems confused by the words and gets lost in his own head. We now are again starting to see medical professionals say something is wrong here. And I want to talk about that next. If you've been thinking about getting a new mattress, Helix Sleep is where I would start. I've been sleeping on Helix mattresses for years now. I recommend Helix to everyone, which is why I wanted them as a sponsor. If you don't want to take my word for it, Helix has been awarded #1 mattress by both GQ and Wired magazine. And one of the things that makes Helix unique is their sleep quiz. I didn't really know what kind of mattress would be best for me, but you do this short sleep quiz, you answer questions about your body type and your preferences, what position you like to sleep in, and Helix will match you with the perfect mattress for you, so you know you're actually getting something tailored to your needs instead of going in blind like most people do. I got my Helix mattress designed to stay cool at night since I hate getting hot while I sleep. Shipping is always free. You get 100 nights to decide whether you like it. My audience gets a huge 20% discount off of all orders, plus 2 free pillows. Go to helixsleep.com/Pacman and enter code HelixPartner20 at checkout. The link is down below.